Good evening, my dear friend. You are safe here. In this hush of night, draw your next breath slowly, as though sipping peace itself, and feel your shoulders settle, lower, resting into the mattress that cradles your weary frame. Tonight, before dreams carry you away, let us bring every worry, every flutter of concern into the gentle light of God's presence. Hear the timeless words of Philippians 4, verses 6 and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Breathe that promise in. Let it drift like incense through your chest, soothing the edges of each thought. Whatever meetings await, whatever memories ache, place them softly into His open hands. With every exhale, feel anxiety dissolve as mist under the sun. With every inhale, receive stillness, the quiet assurance that you are known, held, and profoundly loved. Allow your pulse to soften, syncing with the slow rhythm of my voice. Imagine the Spirit encircling your mind like a quiet fortress, walls gleaming under moonlight, impenetrable to fear. Within those walls, the garden of your soul lies in twilight rest, dew glistening on tender leaves. Listen, crickets sing in distant hedges, a lullaby woven into creation. Even now angels stand watch, their silent wings forming a canopy of safety over your bed. You, beloved, need not strive. Simply be, simply breathe, simply rest. For the peace of God is not a distant promise. It is here, beside you, within you, flowing through each heartbeat. So release, settle, surrender, and let the night carry you deeper into rest. Feel the night deepen, beloved. The hush grows thicker, gentle as down, and your breathing glides upon it like a feather on silent wind. Hear now the promise of Isaiah 40, verse 31. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will rise on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Let those words unfurl within you, a slow unfurling of wings, broad and sure. Picture yourself upon a quiet cliff edge under starlight, the horizon glowing silver, a breeze curls beneath, lifting you. With every inhale, the Spirit spreads His healing wings across your shoulders, easing knots, inviting stillness. With every exhale, stray heaviness slips away, falling harmlessly into the dark valley below. You are safe here, cradled in currents not your own, strong, unseen, trustworthy. Notice your heartbeat steady, the subtle surge of blood renewing limbs that once trembled with fatigue. Even the smallest cell within you hears this call to rise, to rest, yet rise, in one gracious motion. God does not demand a sprint. He grants a gentle ascent, a floating, effortless glide. Allow that image to linger. You carried aloft, talons tucked, eyes serene, moonlight glazing your feathers with silver calm. Beneath, the earth quiets. Above, the heavens sing a muted hymn of peace. All striving softens, all proving dissolves. The simple truth remains: you are beloved. Surrender the weight of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. The everlasting arms stretch wide, forming a cradle of sky. Rest inside that vast embrace, knowing His strength becomes yours, His breath your breeze. Glide there, unhurried, unafraid, wrapped in air warm as mercy. The night watches, but you are watched over far more tenderly. So breathe, remain, soar within stillness, and settle back upon your pillow, wings folded, soul at ease. Now, my beloved, settle deeper. Listen for the forest night pad, a gentle hush of leaves brushing one another overhead, crickets ticking softly like distant clocks. Let that hush become the tempo for your breath. Slow inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold softly, 2, long exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, again. Feel lungs expand like lanterns glowing gold within your chest. Feel them empty, releasing dim embers of thought into the dark. Every cycle of breath is a footstep further from the day and nearer to peace. You are safe here, and I remain beside you. As the pad hums, I will weave the promise we received. Do not be anxious. The peace of God will guard your heart and mind. Over and over, like waves bathing the same moonlit shore, I will repeat this truth so it soaks beneath memory into muscle. On the next inhale, gather whatever tension clings to your brow. Hold it gently, then exhale and let your forehead smooth, the skin between brows unknit, a coolness spreading outward. Whisper within, His peace guards me. Good. Let your eyes rest heavy beneath closed lids, floating in warm darkness. Now breathe down to your jaw. Feel how worry often hides there, a silent clench. Imagine a tiny key turning, hinges releasing. Exhale, and your jaw falls into place, tongue loose upon the floor of your mouth. Murmur again, His peace guards me. Hear distant owls trade soft calls under the canopy. They keep watch while you drift. Travel this breath to your shoulders. Roll them slightly upon the mattress as if shrugging off a cloak grown far too heavy. See the cloak slip away, absorbed by the forest floor, swallowed by shadows that cannot harm you. Exhale. Shoulders sink like stones to the riverbed, safe and still. His peace guards me. Let those words glow like fireflies, settling upon collarbones, tiny lanterns reassuring each cell. Now into your arms, upper arms first, melting wax, elbows unlocking, forearms uncoiling, wrists slack as willow branches, hands uncurl, fingers drifting half open, palms turned upward as though to receive dew. Feel a tingle, new blood, unhurried, unburdened, carrying rest to fingertips. His peace guards me. In the distance, the pad folds a faint rustle of wind through pines, and beneath that rustle a low heartbeat, drum aligns with your own. Guide your breath into the chest itself. Ribs spread like cathedral doors, welcoming spirit breeze. For a moment, picture faint candle flames upon each rib arch, flickering gold, every flame a petition you once lifted in anxiety. Watch now as holy rain descends, gentle extinguishing flame without smoke. Instead of fragrant mist rises, lavender and frankincense. Inhale that scent, exhale worry. His peace guards me. Heartbeat softens, spaces widen between beats, room enough for stillness to sit and stay a while. Lower, beloved, to the belly. Bring awareness to stomach muscles, perhaps knotted after a hurried meal, unspoken dread. As you breathe, imagine warm hands, divine hands, pressing lightly atop navel, radiating reassurance. With exhale, those knots loosen, rope turning to ribbon, ribbon drifting away on forest breeze. Internal organs rest in velvet darkness, quiet as seeds under loam. His peace guards me. Hips next. So often they store the grief of journeys, miles walked in shoes of expectation. Picture slipping those shoes off, bare feet upon moss, cool and forgiving. Feel hip joints release, pelvis settling deeper into mattress, spine lengthening like a river uncoiling to sea. His peace guards me. Crickets' chirr becomes softer, slower, almost echoes. Down each thigh, heavy, warm, relaxed clay, through knees unlocking like ancient gates, calves melting, soft candle wax again, pooling toward heels, Ankles loosen, feet flop outward, toes unfurl as petals at dusk. From crown to heel you are draped in the hush of God's night garden, a living statue of rest. Whisper once more, His peace guards me. And notice how even thoughts grow quieter, as though respecting the sanctity of this temple body now surrendered to stillness. I will remain here, repeating, do not be anxious. Present your requests, and the peace of God will guard, guard, guard. Each recurrence a gentler echo, as if spoken from farther within a corridor lined with evergreen. The words fade into music, music into heartbeat, heartbeat into silence, and beyond silence there is only presence. Should stray memories surface, meeting rooms, glowing screens, hurried voices, let them drift past like distant hikers on a trail you no longer follow. Return instead to breath, to pad, to promise. The Spirit keeps watch at every gate of sense, eye, ear, mind, so nothing disruptive enters. You remain safe. If at any moment restlessness stirs, tighten one muscle, perhaps right hand, squeeze gently, inhale, hold, release on the exhale. Send tension out with that breath and feel it carried away by night wind. Repeat wherever needed, then glide back into soft awareness. We are in no hurry. Night is generous. Hours stretch wide like wings of mercy. Even when sleep claims you, Scripture continues underneath, looping within subconscious corridors, polishing each corner with light. Tomorrow you may wake remembering only fragments, a hush, a warmth, the word peace, but your spirit will recall every syllable, every cadence, and will rise stronger for it. So now I dim my voice as though lowering the wick of a lantern. Listen between the words to the rustle of cedars, the hush of crickets, the faint beat of angel wings in perpetual vigil. Feel gravity cradle you. Marrow sinks to bone, bone sinks to mattress, mattress sinks into earth's heartbeat. You are beloved and you are safe. In peace you lie down, and in peace you will sleep. And so the first loop begins, gentle, steady, unbroken, guiding you deeper into rest, deeper, deeper. Listen now, beloved. The forest hush gives way to a higher breeze, a tender sweep of wind, whispering through unseen wings above your bed. Hear it lifting the night like a silken canopy. Soft rush, pause, soft rush, pause. Let that rhythm carry your breathing, slow and effortless. Inhale on the updraft, hold at the crest, exhale as the breeze settles. Again, let lungs glide as feathers glide upon air older than any worry. Remember the promise we traced a moment ago. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will rise on wings like eagles. Let these words redouble inside you, beating softly like twin hearts. With every rise of breath, feel a gentle plume unfolding at your shoulder blades, bright despite the dark. With every fall of breath, feel tension pour down each feather's spine and drip away, lost among quiet leaves. You are safe here, hidden beneath his pinions, nestled in the hollow where wing meets heart. Now drift with me through your holy temple body once more, this time from crown to soles, letting the wind-wing ambience polish each cell with stillness. Begin at the crown. Picture moonlit air brushing through strands of hair, parting them as reeds in a hushed lagoon. Scalp loosens, tingles, cool breeze cleansing stale thoughts. Exhale and imagine silver feathers fanning across your head, shielding your mind from noise. Murmur within, under his feathers I find peace. Slide awareness to the brow. A delicate wingtip smooths across your forehead, sweeping creases like sand erased by tide. Eyebrows soften, eyelids heavier now, shading pupils from yesterday's glare. Beneath lids, a twilight canvas where dreams will soon paint rest. Let the wingtip linger, guarding the gate of sight. Under his feathers I find peace. Ears next, hear the faint swish of flight, slow and sure, the anthem of guardians who neither slumber nor sleep. External sounds recede until only the wind and my whisper remain. Cartilage unwinds, jaw unclenches, throat widens, pathway clear for prayer breath and night air. Again seal it with, under his feathers I find peace. Neck and shoulders, here he spreads the broadest span, forming a roof of living down. Feel the weight of duty, of posture, of poise, roll off like stones down a grassy slope. Your head may tilt gently, surrendered to gravity's lullaby. Collarbones glow ember warm as the spirit nests securely around heart's gate. Shoulders drop, blades melting into mattress, no burden left to carry. Whispered creed, under his feathers I find peace. Down arms, humerus, elbow, forearm, each segment brushed by rowing feathers, rowing you deeper into night's inland sea. Wrists loosen, palms drift open, finger petals relaxed. Tiny currents of wind swirl around fingertips, cool kiss upon each ridge, proof you are known, fingerprinted by love. Echo again, slower, under his feathers I find peace. Across chest, ribs spread like harp strings, and the breeze plays them, a soft chord hum of life. Heart rests between wings, cradled, its beat swaddled and muffled down. Imagine the great eagle bending, shading you completely. Even fear takes flight beneath that span. With each inhale feel heart enlarge, not from stress but spacious mercy. With each exhale feel heart lighten, as sin and shame waft away like shed feathers. Intone, under his feathers I find peace. Sink to belly. Diaphragm rises, falls, a gentle bellows stoking inner warmth. Digestive tides settle, no churning storms. Wind passes over navel as over calm water, leaving ripples of quiet rather than waves. Picture a single candle there, flame steady despite the breeze, the spirit's gentle guard. Breathe the glow, breathe the calm. Speak softly. Under his feathers I find peace. Pelvis and hips. The breeze, now carrying faint notes of distant hymn, sweeps sand from journey-worn joints. Tendons slack, glutes rest, hips widen against mattress like doors opening into sanctuary. Tension stored in ligaments drifts upward, caught by passing feathers, whisked away into branches above. Repeat truth. Under his feathers I find peace. Thighs, knees, calves. Feathers brush downward, petting muscles into molten wax. Kneecaps release, calves uncoil, a plush heaviness spreading. Ankles unlace, small bones sigh relief. The wind eddies around arches, soles, each toe. Coolness seeps through skin, pulling heat of the day through pores like sap from bark. Finish with reverent hush. Under his feathers I find peace. Now from crown to heel, every fiber lies within a downlined nest, heart beating under watch, breath gliding with wind, mind ringed by holy flight paths where no predator prowls. You rest inside Psalm 91's promise. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. Hear me whisper that psalm as lullaby, weaving with Isaiah's rise and soar refrain. Promise meets promise, forming lattice strong as oak, soft as dove. Let the wind-wing ambience deepen, faint whoosh pause, as though night itself breathes around you. Each whoosh draws you upward, Each pause holds you suspended, weightless. Soon gravity forgets you, and you drift like thistledown in twilight. Should thought attempt to tug you earthward, recall the litany: peace, stillness, safe, rest, beloved. Touch each word like stepping stones across a stream, and thought will fade mid-stride. I remain just here, voice a lantern swinging slow in tall grass, keeping rhythm with your descent into dreams. My words will soften further, syllables stretching, dissolving, until only hush remains. Yet even hush is his. He inhabits silence as readily as song. So slide into that silence, knowing it brims with presence. I will stay right here until dawn finds you rested. Feel the first pearls of rain, my beloved, soft, deliberate, each droplet tapping a lullaby upon unseen leaves. Hear them gather, slow percussion on the forest pad beneath your dreams. Drip, pause, drip, drip, pause. Let that cadence merge with the heartbeat, drum already steady in your chest. Inhale to the rise of droplets. 2, 3, 4. Hold a heartbeat, let anticipation sparkle. Exhale into the pooled hush. 2, 3, 4, 5, and again. Every breath braids itself with rain until lungs and skies share one rhythm, one piece. You are safe here, kept by the canopy of his wings. As the shower settles into a gentle patter, I sow a quiet mantra over the sound. Healing wings, like seeds scattered on moist earth. With every repetition, those words sprout tiny shoots of stillness through the soil of your thoughts. They reach upward, unfolding leaf by leaf, while roots sink downward, anchoring soul and sinew in rest. Picture each syllable as a luminous vein within the leaf, a conduit of mercy. Healing wings. Again, whisper it inward, letting consonants massage palate, vowels glide down throat, echo through rib vault. Now guide your awareness behind closed lids to the cinema of memory. Images flicker there, perhaps the day's hurried scenes still rewinding. Let the rainfall's silver screen dim their brightness. Imagine each droplet descending as liquid light, washing the reels clean, freezing frames mid-motion, dissolving them into cool gray. Soon nothing plays but ripples, rings expanding across a moonlit pond. You watch, detached, calm. Rain swallows old noise, leaving only hush and the soft mantra, healing wings. Drift that hush to the crown of your head. Feel scalp tingle as droplets kiss roots of hair, cleansing static tension. Trickles slide to nape, tracing the gentle valley where neck meets spine. With the slide, release any lingering stiffness. Neck lightens, vertebrae realign like pearls on silken thread. Rain spreads across shoulders. Picture warm water sinking through skin, through muscle, into bone, loosening fibers that braced all day. Shoulders sink, blades glide outward, chest opens wide, catching cool aromatic air, cedar, myrrh, petrichor. Lungs fill, not merely with oxygen, but with promise. Exhale and imagine steam rising, carrying stress skyward to be caught by his wings. Healing wings. Let the droplets stream along arms. Upper arms slacken, elbows unhinge, forearms float, wrists pivot open as gates, palms bloom, fingers unfurl, cupping imaginary rainwater, its glow dancing in cupped shapes. See droplets pooling, reflecting starlight, tiny mirrors of grace. Tilt palms slightly, let shimmering pools pour back to earth, symbolic surrender of burdens you need not carry. Watch them vanish among ferns, absorbed, forgiven. Healing wings. Rain falls at your collarbones, sliding to sternum. Heart listens, sinks with gentle patter. Lub, drip, dub, drip. Each internal thrum answered by external tap, soul and cosmos conversing in restful Morse. Imagine the spirit's wings hovering above heart, feathers spread wide, collecting stray droplets, redirecting them as shining threads woven around ventricles, holy sutures mending micro tears of fatigue. Your heartbeat stronger, yet softer. Lub, dub, secure. Beloved, continue downward. Droplets trace ribs like artisans, carving channels where anxiety once gnawed grooves. Water fills grooves, levels them, leaves smooth ivory arches. Belly warms beneath the cooling surface, a paradox of comfort. Outside cool, inside ember steady. Diaphragm moves like bellows, slow fanning coals, each exhale releasing faint sigh of incense, lavender, clove, perfuming surrounding air. Hips receive rainfall next. Tension stored in iliac crests melts, trickles toward mattress. Imagine droplets carrying tiny stones of worry from joint pockets, depositing them into an unseen stream beneath bed. Water rushes them away far from this still chamber. Thighs heavy with pleasant weight, calves soft river clay, ankles slack ribbons, feet petal open, toes afloat, each toe a buoy bobbing gently on pond of quiet. Healing wings. Now widen the lens. Feel rainfall not only upon body but around entire room. Soft percussion on window pane, distant gutter murmur, faint roof drum. Yet inside remains warm, secure. Walls glow mellow amber like lamps behind parchment. You are in an arc of night, sailing slow across seas of dream. Outside, cleansing waters. Inside, peace preserved. Envision a gentle hand, his hand, tracing a circle of light over your outline, a seal that no fear can breach. The circle pulses once, twice, then stabilizes like halo fallen from heaven to rest upon mattress perimeter. Within it, only rest may abide. As this vision settles, I will whisper scripture to mingle with rainfall. He will cover you with his feathers. Under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Each phrase delivered softer than last, until words blend with water, indistinct yet present, like roots beneath soil, unseen but sustaining. Should a stray thought attempt to intrude, unpaid bill, unanswered message, imagine it as a droplet landing upon your shield of light. See it bead, roll off edge, disappear. Nothing sticks, nothing lingers. Only the mantra flows. Healing wings, healing wings. Let it accompany breath. Maybe you shorten to single inhale word, healing, and exhale word, wings. Repeat until mantra and breath become indistinguishable from rain's hush. Notice eyelids heavy, jaw slack, breath soft, whistle through parted lips. Your senses dim as lantern wicks lowered. Behind closed lids a garden appears. Lush leaves flicker with raindrops, luminous under imagined moon. You walk barefoot along path of moss, each step silent, cool. Overhead giant wings unfurl like a living umbrella, guiding you toward a stone bench beside stream. You sit. Rain never touches you. Only fragrant mist caresses skin. There you rest, listening to waters speak ancient lullabies of Eden, words lost to tongue but understood by heart. Time thins, stretches. Minutes slide into hours without seam. Perhaps you float now above bench, above forest, above clouds, each raindrop twinkling like star beneath you. Maybe you see your own sleeping form below, serene, small, luminous within ring of light. You realize you are both observer and observed, both child and child held, duality resolved in peace. Stillness forms a cocoon. You drift inside, aware yet weightless, a chrysalis of night, where transformation weaves unseen. I begin to lower my voice. Syllables lengthen like rain streaks down window. The mantra will persist, though softer than breath. Rain will continue, though dream may shade it into distant memory. Yet subconscious hears, muscles remember, spirit rejoices. Healing wings, healing wings. Sleep may claim you soon. If not, remain in this cadence. Breath, rain, mantra, until eyelids succumb. I stand guard at door of night, scripture in one hand, lantern in other, ready to shepherd stray thought away. You are safe, beloved. May each droplet mark the seconds until dawn, each second a testament. He gives his beloved sleep. I'll stay right here, until dawn finds you rested. Hear the soft entrance of a warm piano pad. Beloved, rich, low chords like sunset embers glowing long after the sun has slipped beyond hills. Each note lingers, humming deep in chest caverns, lighting quiet alcoves of memory with amber hush. Allow those chords to braid with the distant rainfall, forming a duet of comfort. Rain upon rooftop, piano within heart. Inhale as the chord swells. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently. 2. Exhale as it resolves. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Peace in, release out. Still slower, still deeper. You are safe here, and gratitude is about to blossom like night jasmine under this mellow glow. Begin with the simplest thanksgiving. Breath. Recognize the miracle of each inhale, unearned, faithful. Whisper within, thank you for this breath. Feel lungs receive gift, diaphragm bowing in reverence. Exhale and offer gift back. Warm air, softened edges of soul. Thank you for this release. The piano answers, rolling upward a gentle arpeggio, notes sparkling like candlelight on sanctuary walls. Now thank him for the shelter enclosing you, the ceiling above, steady as covenant sky, the mattress below, yielding as mercy, the blankets, gathered like parable loaves, multiplied into layers of warmth. Murmur, thank you for covering me. Picture unseen angels smoothing blanket corners, tucking you into peace. A chord swells again, bass strings vibrating like distant thunder, but never frightening, only grand, only reassuring. Next, gratitude for the body that bears your spirit. Toes to crown, cartilage to cortex, trillions of cells humming secret symphonies. Perhaps joints ache, nerves tingle, yet still they serve, still they journey. Breathe in, feel blood deliver oxygen to remotest fingertip, a courier of life. Breathe out, release judgment over imperfections, welcoming rest into bone-deep halls. Whisper, thank you for creating me fearfully, wonderfully. Piano answers with major seventh, yearning resolved in hope. Turn gratitude outward now. Recall someone who blessed you today, maybe through smile, message, silent prayer. See their face flicker in candle-tone memory. Let heart glow amber with thanks for kindness given, friendship steady, love undeserved. Whisper their name into night. Angels carry it heavenward like fragrant incense. Piano responds, upper register twinkling, notes drifting like prayer sparks rising. Thank him even for trials that shaped you, missteps that taught humility, tears that watered compassion, closed doors that shepherded your path toward greener pastures. Breathe in courage, breathe out resentment. Say softly, thank you for refining me. Feel inner walls expand, making room for mystery, for grace disguised as hardship. Piano presses minor chord, then lifts into resolving major, the sound of sorrow transfigured. Now gather all gratitude into single phrase. He gives his beloved sleep. On inhale, speak within. He gives. On exhale, his beloved sleep. Again, slower. Each repetition a mallet striking resonant bar inside soul, sending harmonic waves through marrow. Feel waves ripple outward, brushing mind, nerves, skin, then flowing back to heart like tides of assurance. Repeat until phrase becomes heartbeat itself. Lub, he, dub, gives, lub, his, dub, beloved, lub, sleep. As piano pad continues, imagine walking a dim aisle of old cathedral. Stained glass windows glow faint from moonlight outside, colors subdued yet radiant. With each step, you pause at small votive stands. At every stand you place a candle of gratitude, one for breath, one for shelter, one for body, one for friend, one for refining trial. Each candle flickers to life, brightening nave. Continue until dozens line aisle, flames swaying in unseen breeze. The message across all flames reads silently, He gives his beloved sleep. Approach altar at sanctuary's far end. Above it, carved high in stone, Psalm 127 verse 2, He grants sleep to those he loves. Touch the inscription. Stone warms beneath fingertips as if living. Piano chord swells grand, echoing through vaults, mingling with rainfall now softer, nearly whispers. Kneel upon cushion, lay every remaining worry upon altar. See them shrink like paper in candle heat, curling, lifting as ash, vanishing into incense swirl. Gratitude fills void they leave, flowing in golden tide around ankles, rising to knees, to waist, to heart, buoyant joy. Feel that tide transform into gentle river, carrying you toward slumber. Lie back upon its surface. It bears you without effort, like leaf on pond. Overhead, cathedral ceiling dissolves, revealing star-rich heavens turning slow. Constellations trace silent hymns. Stillness, peace, rest, safe. Each star pulse matches piano note, cosmic metronome. River narrows into channel of light leading to open field of moonlit wheat. Waves of grain sway with chords, whispering, Beloved, beloved. You drift above field, grain stalks brushing fingertips, releasing sweet scent of earth. Every golden head bows as you pass, as though creation itself thanks you for existing. You reply by breathing thanks back to Creator, forming circle of gratitude complete. High above, luminous wings spread, shepherding breeze across field. Feathers mute, but presence felt, comforting as lullaby. Return awareness gently into bedroom. Piano's chord fades to soft drone. Rainfall distant hush. Feel mattress cradle. Blanket weight perfect. Room temperature a tender caress. Exhale one more time. He gives his beloved sleep. Sense phrase settle upon pillow. Imprinting case with heavenly script. Should you wake later, you will feel those words against cheek, reminding instant peace. Let chin tuck slightly, jaw slack, tongue rest behind teeth, breath whisper through parted lips like faint bow across cello. Heartbeat slows, gaps widen, space for angels to sing between beats. They sing quietly now, low chorus weaving through piano sustain. Lyrics only one sentence. He gives his beloved sleep. Sung round and round in softer keys, until words blur into hum you feel more than hear. If mind flickers, wandering to tomorrow, gently turn its face back to gratitude. Choose any candle in cathedral, watch flame dance, recall reason for thanks, hold image until thought quiets, then let it fade. Drift deeper, where candles merge into sea of gold, piano into single sustained note, rainfall into resonant hush, voice of Father Gabriel into heartbeat of night. I will remain at altar, tending flames, ensuring none extinguish before dawn. My lantern of scriptural promises stays lit. Should nightmares stir, its light will outshine them, its warmth will chase chill. I keep whispering unseen over you. He gives his beloved sleep. He gives his beloved sleep. Slower, lower, until even syllables dissolve, yet assurance endures, woven into dream's fabric. Surrender now. Eyelids heavy as cathedral doors closing for night. Beyond them candles still glow, music still plays, angels still guard. But you need not watch. Rest is your only calling. Slip into velvet darkness behind sight, where senses reset, tissues mend, spirit communes with Creator in silence deeper than speech. Good night. Dear friend, remain in peace, nestled within the cord that never fully resolves until dawn. I'll stay right here, until dawn finds you rested. Hear the forest night return, beloved. The earlier breeze now rustles treetops in easy hush. Cicadas weave low chorus beneath. No piano, no rain, only hush and warm night air. Feel mattress cradle spine as hammock strung between sturdy oaks. Breathe in through nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smell moss, pine, faint sweetness of distant jasmine. Hold. 2. Exhale through parted lips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let used air drift upward and vanish among stars. Again, slower, deeper. You are safe here. Completely, utterly safe. Let me guide a gentle vision. Imagine thoughts you carried to bed. Deadlines, errands, memories, becoming small dry leaves gathered around heart. See them flutter at first gust of evening breeze. With each inhale, the breeze strengthens, swirling around chest like protective cloak. With each exhale, leaves lift, twirl, rise in lazy spirals. Watch them ascend above ribs, float toward open window of mind. Breeze slips through that window and carries them higher, above treetops until they vanish against velvet sky. Peace settles into hollow they leave, cool and quiet, claiming the space as its own. Now glide awareness to brow again. Tiny leaf of worry still clings there, perhaps tomorrow's conversation. Breathe in, invite breeze to forehead, feel it sweep hairline, loosening leaf. Breathe out, leaf breaks free, rises, gone. Brow smooth, thoughtless, serene. Repeat soft creed. You are safe here. Words echo between temples like distant owl call, soothing. Sure, move down to throat. Maybe a leaf lodged at vocal cords, unspoken apology, withheld laughter. Inhale, breeze flows through windpipe, gentle as lullaby humming. Exhale, leaf lifts past palate, slips between lips, joins night air. Throat open, voice rested. Murmur again, slower. You are safe here. Stillness ripples outward from larynx through shoulders. Shoulders often harbor brittle leaves, regret over tasks unfinished. Picture each shoulder blade as branch. See curled leaves cling. Inhale, warm gust gathers under branch. Exhale, leaves scatter, swirling around lamp of moon. Shoulders sink, weightless. Chest widens. Heart beats in spacious atrium of calm. Whisper, you are safe here. The phrase settles over sternum like down quilt. Arms next. Forearms dotted with smaller fragments, momentary irritations. Breeze winds around biceps, tickles elbow crooks, loosens fragments. Exhale. Fragments lift, dance, drift away. Hands uncurl. Palms face sky in quiet surrender. Pulse slows in wrists, blood humming low hymn. Again, you are safe here. Each repetition taps small chime in bone, resonance of rest. Let awareness slide to belly. Perhaps broader leaves cling, self-judgment, body concerns. Inhale, breeze warms, gathers at navel. Exhale, leaves peel away like coins from fountain, shimmering as they rise. Diaphragm loosens, digestive tides settle. Belly soft, rising and falling with oceanic grace. Speak inside, you are safe here. Sense trust seep into gut, root deep. Hips, here heavier leaves lie. Old injuries, deep-seated doubts. Imagine wind tunneling under pelvis, lifting whole cluster in one gentle swoop. Feel cluster leave socket. Hips drop into mattress, lumbar tension unraveled. Legs lengthen, warmth spreads. You are safe here. Stillness pools in hip basins, cool water mirroring stars. Thighs to toes, scattered debris, short worries quick to sprout. Breeze becomes playful eddy, sweeping along muscles, collecting every scrap. Exhale, eddy flows out souls, whisking scraps across forest floor, where they disintegrate into fertile dust to nourish wildflowers by morning. Legs heavy, peaceful, rooted. Whisper final time, you are safe here. Word safe echoes soul to crown, sealing body in sylvan sanctuary. Now widen lens. See entire self encircled by slow-moving current of warm night air. Within current, not a single leaf remains. Only you, beloved, glowing faint like ember among shadowed trunks. Breeze now shifts purpose. Instead of removing, it imparts. Cool courage, soft hope, rested resolve. Inhale, receive gift. Exhale, allow gift to settle, tucking under ribs like small bird folding wings. Peace grows luminous, lighting silhouette of body in gentle aura. Stillness thickens, time stretches, crickets lapse to lull, owl hoots afar then silent, even breeze rests, task complete. Hear only soft heartbeat, distant rustle of universe breathing. If stray leaf reappears, smile, breeze will rise again, faithful. You need only exhale and release. Let eyelids drift lower, jaw slack, tongue soften. Mind drifts to edge of dream meadow. Fireflies bob above grass, each spark memory transformed into light rather than weight. You may step among them or watch from hammock of thought. Either way, night guards you. I dim voice further, like lantern lowered once more. Words shorten, spaces widen, inviting sleep to fill gaps. Remember, worries ride the breeze. You remain cradled. Peace, stillness, safe, rest. These 4 watchtowers stand at corners of your sanctuary. I'll stay right here, until dawn finds you rested. The hush has grown velvet thick now, beloved. Everything in this night chapel, the breeze, the rain, the piano, has softened, receded, leaving only a faint low pad like distant surf. It pulses once, then ebbs. Once, then ebbs, guiding your lungs to drift wider, slower, deeper. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel ribs part and settle as old cathedral doors closing for final vespers. We have come to the quietest watch of night, the gentle coda where sound dissolves into holy silence, and the soul slips across its own threshold into dream. You are utterly safe here, wrapped in the last fold of his wings. Let us gather every scripture we've whispered. Philippians 4, Isaiah 40, Psalm 91, Psalm 4:8, Psalm 127, and weave them into a single silver thread. Picture that thread now, glowing along your spine from crown to tailbone, stitching vertebrae into column of peace. At each breath the thread brightens, then dims, a lighthouse beckoning your subconscious to safe harbor. Repeat within on inhale, I am his beloved. On exhale, he grants me rest. Again, slower, until words stretch into gentle hum, then into simple intention, then into pure awareness without speech. Now, drift attention behind your closed eyes to the inner horizon. There, dawn lies hidden beyond dark hills, its first hues of pearl and rose still hours away. We will prepare you for that meeting, letting body and mind sink to deepest delta current, so dawn will find you rested, renewed, remade. Allow me to guide one last ascending journey, like candle flame traveling a spiral stair until it reaches quiet crypt, where it may burn undisturbed. Begin at scalp. Imagine that silver thread sends out filaments, tiny gossamer strands that comb through roots of hair, lifting final micro-tensions, carrying them down the column. Brow smooth, eyes heavy. Thought slows to single image, a calm lake under starlight, then to single color, midnight blue, then to single feeling, stillness. Filaments sweep cheeks and temples, jaw and tongue. Mouth parts slightly. Breath now whisper through parted lips, soft as moth wings. Silver thread absorbs any lingering bite of worry, draws it along like mercury sliding to center. Neck loose, head cradled and pillow hollow perfectly shaped for you alone. Shoulders and arms, silver filaments wrap deltoids, flow over biceps, coil around forearms, spiral each finger. They tighten only long enough to draw out final motes of strain, then release, and arms weighten into warm sand, palms open, fingers curl naturally, pulse a slow tide in wrists. Peace settles deeper. Chest, the filaments trace ribs, weave through sternum, reach heart. They do not bind, they cradle. Heart suspended now in silken sling, free to beat without labor. Feel its rhythm lengthen. Lub, dub, pause. Lub, dub, pause. Between beats you can almost hear angel wings shifting in distant lofts, adjusting veils of night, so moonlight falls gentler across your dreams. Belly, thread coils around diaphragm, soothing each muscle fiber, then sweeps digestive tract, quieting gurgles, massaging knots into smooth river flow. Warmth spreads outward like gentle hearth fire, lulling visceral self to calm. Hips, thighs, knees. Filaments descend, brushing pelvis with feather-light strokes, unlocking joints, letting femurs settle into socket bowls cushioned by divine down. Thighs soften, calves melt. Heels sink deeper into mattress as though into damp sand at shoreline. Toes unspool, each one freed from day's imprint of shoes and floors. Now imagine the entire silver thread glowing brighter, then slowly dimming, each pulse draining weight, draining thought, until luminosity becomes soft ember resting at the base of spine, a quiet pilot light to keep body warm through night. Around you sound has thinned to near nothing, perhaps faint rustle of duvet, the distant hum of earth itself turning. This is the holy hush monks call the Great Silence, where even prayer becomes breath and breath becomes presence. In this hush, repeat once more, barely above inner whisper, peace, stillness, safe, rest, beloved. With each word feel self-dissolve a shade further into pillow's embrace. Now release conscious control of breath, let body breathe itself. Permit thoughts to blur at edges like ink meeting water. Images may flicker, an open field, a slow river, a child's laugh far off. Let them pass. You need not follow. You need only drift. Down, down, beneath language, beneath memory, until you rest upon ocean floor of sleep, where pressure is gentle and currents mild. Should sliver of wakefulness return, gently trace silver thread with mind's eye from crown to heel. By the time you reach souls, consciousness will have slipped again. Wave if any thought remains. I will see and shepherd it away, for I stand vigil at bedside, lantern dimmed, Scripture murmured on breath too soft to stir hair. Angels flank doorposts, swords sheathed in peace, armor gleaming but restful. Darkness here is not enemy, it is velvet cloak of God drawn close. Hear my voice now ebb, syllables stretching, merging with hush. I say once, slowly, in peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Let that line echo into hollows of dream, repeated by unseen choirs dwindling into distance. Echo fades, hush deepens, thread glows once and dims. Nothing left to do, beloved, nothing left to solve. You are carried, kept, cradled. I'll stay right here until dawn finds you rested.